All right, drawing one. It's been a while since I've seen you guys, so hopefully you're doing well. Just kind of a refresher about where we're at with our project. You are creating, I don't want to call it a comic strip, but it's kind of like a comic. Like there's going to be, 3, 4 frames or something. And then within those frames, you guys are going to tell kind of a little story. So you're going to talk about some emotion that you're dealing with being in quarantine. And then kind of a progression of how you're dealing with it. So if you recall mine, the first image is me kind of just being bored, like sitting there at the computer. And then I'm looking outside at my yard, which is full of jumps and all sorts of fun stuff for me riding my bike. And then the last picture is me riding my bike. So that's the 3 images that I'm gonna draw out. And last time we set up our paper, and if you guys recall, we made like these frames like through there, and around the outside we have our 1/2-inch border, and between these we have our 1/2-inch border as well. Now, you guys, one thing I want you guys to notice, a lot of you like created a border within this border. I only want to see one border, then your frame, and then in between each frames there's just like a little border. And then some of you had like extra room too. It should either be border or it should be frame. All right, there's no extra space. So the entire paper is filled with borders, 1/2-inch borders, not doubled up, just 1/2 inch, like in between or on the outside, and then the rest of it is frames. Okay, so hopefully, like I commented on your thing if you did that off, and you guys corrected that. So yeah, just make sure that we're doing that right. Okay, so anyways, today, what I want to do is I'm gonna start drawing out my first frame. All right, I'm gonna start drawing my first image, the image of me being bored staring at my computer, okay? And a couple things I wanna show you about that first. I think some of you already started this. Now, like last time, I think I showed you guys the idea of kind of roughing in general shapes. I'm like looking at my reference picture on my computer screen because that's super important, making sure that like then I'm gonna have things in the right place and things like look right. And like when I start going in and doing like my details, this is my arm right there, right? Like this is all well and good, okay? And so I've got this stuff here. This is my edge of my table over here. Like I've got my windows, okay? It kind of goes up like that. There's like a cupboard, like kind of back in here. Like this is the ceiling, something like that. Here's my refrigerator over here. And there we go. Okay, now, I just did that in 30 seconds, all right? Rough things out, made sure that things are in the right spots. Now, a couple things. I wanna make sure that my subject matter, is taking up at least 1/3 of the paper. And if I look at this, am I taking up at least 1/3? I would say so, all right? Second, you guys, if you're drawing this out and you realize, shoot, I made this too small or I made this in the wrong spot, if I just rough it out the way I just did, then it makes it so that I can easily erase it and adjust it. If you actually started sitting here and drawing like really carefully and like making it really accurate and precise, and then you realize you screwed up, then you're going to not want to erase everything and adjust it. So you guys rough it out first, draw big shapes, kind of rough things in place, then tighten up your drawing once you're sure everything's in the right spot. All right, that's super important, you guys. So I'm gonna work on the rest of my drawing here. If you guys have questions or whatever, like we'll, do check-in or whatever later. But yeah, let's just get into this and I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Okay, so you guys, I just spent, I don't know, probably like 20 minutes, a half an hour, drawing out my picture. And as you can see, like I kind of went through the process of like roughing things in and then tightening up my lines. And so like right now I'm pretty close to probably being able to like go in with a pen and start like kind of inking around it. All my like lines or whatever are probably pretty much where I want them to be. Now, a couple things I want to show you guys. Number one, again, my form like needs to take up about like a third of the space. And so like when you look at this, anything you don't take up with your form, then you have to fill up with background. And background can be interesting, but like for the most part, you guys, like this is not the part of my project that I'm really like concerned about. So that's gonna be just kind of like stuff. But like I filled that space, all right? So it's interesting, like I've got cupboards, I've got my refrigerator or whatever. And then on my table, like as I started drawing, like it's a little bit smaller than I originally intended to be. And so you can see like how I, you know, added in some pens and like a paper towel and my little thing of coffee here or whatever. And like I just kind of added those little details into the picture. So make sure you guys are filling your spaces. This is the first drawing of the 3. And so like for mine, it's kind of a medium drawing. So like I said, it took me probably like 20 minutes, a half hour to draw. It might take you guys, you know, parts of 2 days to like get that part done, and that's okay. I'm giving you guys this week to draw. So next time I will draw the next panel, the next frame, and then I'll probably divide up the last 2 days of the week doing the last picture. So that's kind of it, you guys. Hopefully you guys are doing okay. If you have questions, post up your daily shares, post up like your progress, and then just write that stuff down. I'm doing the check-in from 10:40 to 11 o'clock, so you guys can hit me up and live chat with me if you want to be able to do that instead. That way you can, if you have something specific that you want to like have a conversation with me about, we can do that live. But yeah, that's it, you guys. So if you have questions, let me know. Otherwise, hope you guys are having a good day. Make sure that you're not doing any shading, all right? This is all, if you look at this, this is all just pencil drawing, outlining, linear drawing, no shading, okay? So that's it. Hope you guys have a good day, and I will talk to you later. All right, bye.